Hi and a very warm welcome to yet another tutorial of Easy Video series. In this tutorial we are going to see how to create a bootable pen drive or a USB flash drive for Windows 8 with Win2Bootic, a step-by-step tutorial. In this tutorial we are going to see how to can you create a bootable pen drive or USB drive for Windows 8. Okay, so this involves two steps. First is to download a utility that will help you to install the ISO image on the pen drive. In this we are using the freeware utility known as Win2Bootic. Okay, I will give the video description in the I will give the links in the video description of the video. And second thing, you need to know how to boot from the USB drive. For that you need to go into the BIOS and make the first boot device as USB. I have also given a link for setting your BIOS settings. Okay, the BIOS may vary from system to system. Okay, so first is you require a Windows 8 ISO. Windows 8 ISO you may have on your hard drive. Win2Bootic utility, I have given the links, and you may need a USB or a pen drive that has more than 4 GB free space. Okay, so I have already downloaded the file. You can see this Win2Bootic. When I double click this, I have two files here. Let me extract on my desktop. It is already there. So this is the file Win2Bootic. Just double click the file. By the time it starts, let me show you. This is my J drive, is my USB drive that I will be using. It has 7 GB free space. It's almost a formatted pen drive. And remember, while installing Windows 7, 8 or 8.1, you need to have a NTFS partition. Okay, so the very simple interface. First select the drive that you want. As I told you, I have the J drive here. I select drive J, then drop source or click. Just click here, or you can drag and drop. So let us select Windows 8. See, this is Windows 8 Professional 64-bit. Okay, even if it's 32-bit, the same procedure would work. Click this, click on open. So you see Windows 8, the file name 3.4 GB roughly, and see it requires an NTFS partition, but if you forget it, like you say directly click on the do it will say it's a non-NTFS system. Select quick format. So select this and click on do it. So it will say it will format all the data. Okay. I have used various utilities for burning ISOs on this, but Win2Bootic was the simplest and the most convenient. Just a 2-click interface. Browse for ISO and click do it. Okay, so this may take some time. Okay, I will pause the video for a while and I will return back when the setup is fully transferred on the USB drive. Till then, so as you see, the process is almost 96% completed. This may take some time depending on the drive, on the USB speed. A USB 3.0 port have even higher speeds and easier burning. Tip would be for burning the ISOs of Windows 7, 8 or 8.1, the same procedure can be followed. It only depends on the ISO that you have dropped. I have not tested this for the Linux distribution. For Windows 7, 8 and 8.1, it works equally well. Only thing you need to ensure is that your drive has more free space than the actual contents of the ISO. And preferably, it is always better to format your USB drive and then put a fresh ISO loaded on it. Okay, it may be issue that your existing USB might have some infection or some viruses in it that may eventually lead to an installation that is infected with viruses. So it's always better, I would suggest you to quick format the drive and then put the ISO. So 100% flushing buffer. So content return in around 15 minutes. Okay, So now your drive is ready. Let's go in my computer and see it's 3.98 GB free, so roughly 3.47 GB is the image, and here is the setup. Okay, now the important thing is when you reboot your machine, you need to go into the BIOS and make your first boot drive as a USB drive. Okay, so for that I have given a small tutorial that is on the WikiHow web page, but different BIOSes have different user interface and different places where the settings are located. But in almost all the BIOSes you have a boot options, the first or boot priority or boot sequence. In that boot sequence, make sure USB drive or a flash drive or a removable drive is set as the first boot. Okay, and one more tip: before shutting down or rebooting, insert the pen drive in your system. Okay, many a times it happens that when you reboot your system and just insert the pen drive, the system may not recognize the pen drive. So let the USB be inserted in the system and then restart your system. That's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Goodbye.